I want to play this game. There's levels of autism in all the systems he's describing that make me honestly kind of interested in any male that is into this game to begin with. Nah, like that's not real. That is not in a mod pack. That he added that in. It's a different mod. There is no way. This video is about Stalker Gamma, which I think is like a mega mod. I think that's what this game is. It's a mod pack of sorts for Stalker-based Stalker games that kind of combines them all together and adds a bunch of shit. That's what I think this video is about. I guess we'll find out. I can hear the ModDB server scream already. Congrats to Pyrocynical for finally transitioning. Nice. Hey, Stalkers. John Strellock here. Nice. I love this guy. I know he's okay. I'm not subscribed, but I love this guy. The account that I use for my uploads is newer than the account that I usually use, so that's why I'm not subscribed to him. I do like this guy. Okay, I really like this guy. I'm gonna subscribe now. I'm sorry. I like to re-record this so that it doesn't. It's not awkward when I go over it later in the in DaVinci. This video is about Gamma. Okay, let's go.
Hey people, Seth here. The zone gives and the zone takes. It gives a cute.
Dude, hold on. I need to pause on every frame. I forgot. Okay, these videos are dense. Okay, almost every frame, almost every second has got commentary on top, but in itself, it will have some kind of joke, some kind of reference, some kind of like funny thing going on in the clip itself. Okay, so I wanna watch the clips and commentate after them individually. That is how we're gonna go through this video. Okay.
The zone gives.
Okay. You initiate a dialogue with an NPC that says, "Greetings, Stalker."
And the zone takes. It
She just turns around and beats him in the face. Nice.
gives acute radiation poisoning, which forces me to chain smoke Lucky Strikes and run around in a drunken haze. And it takes my sanity, as the anomalous object strapped to my belt sends Discord notifications directly to my brain, which is preferable because each time it makes me tweet.
Like Maxer's videos? Kind of, but it's less edited. Or the editing is a bit more rough. Like, Maxer is the kind of person that spends an hour per second of footage in the, like, After Effects tabs or whatever, like the advanced editing tabs, you know what I mean? This guy doesn't, but he does tend to layer things in his clips. Like there'll be, you know, like those Discord notifications. Like it's not as exquisite. It's not as state of the art or what you can do in After Effects or whatever the f he uses. But it's still just as dense. Okay, you like his Sphero videos? I don't think I've seen that video, but I watch a lot of his videos. I have like a backlog of sets videos that I watch when all hope is lost, mostly. To pick myself up.
Tweak out, I have to reload. And each time I attempt.
Why did he die there? Wait, what happened?
Each time it makes me tweak out or notifications directly to my brain.
So he says it's got a thing that is alerting him of radiation poisoning or something.
Which is preferable because each time it makes me tweak out, I have to reload. And each time I attempt.
He just died of radiation poisoning or something.
My driving practical, I fail to correctly yield at the poltergeist. And fail my examination. Why are we here?
Okay. So I think, okay, I saw like a little educational intermission. I think in this segment that we just passed, what happened is he was talking about like something weird happens. It looks like a glitch where his car goes up in the air. But the way he was saying this, it sounded like he mentioned a poltergeist, which if I remember correctly is... Hold on, I need to put my glasses on for this. Hold on. Which if I remember correctly is one of the enemies you can encounter in the game. And he does tend to like lift things up in the air and throw them at you like a poltergeist, you know? Like tends to throw at you from across the room and stuff like that. And it seems like the poltergeist lifted his car in this instance. Apparently. And then he died. Nice. Alright, back to the video.
Why are we here? Because being paid the equivalent of $50 to dodge mutants while unjamming my shotgun seemed like a good idea. Until I got burnt, irradiated, shocked, sucked off, and soaked in the rain. My gas mask is more shard than glass. And the last artifact I found, try to eat me instead. I'm broke.
Okay, those are all things that are part of the course in Stalker games, I think. There is nothing that he mentioned. Should I cut that emote for the YouTube bot? So all the things that you mentioned are part of the course for Stalker games in general. I remember playing Stalker 1 and modded, I think, and I had a pretty similar experience. Like, artifacts will f you over. Enemy types are fairly diverse and have different mechanics or different like strengths and weaknesses. And yeah, it tends to like just kick your ass over.
Tattered and hungry, but at least I can see my next meal. Sometimes the
That was awesome. I want to play this game.
winning move is none at all. Why work when everyone does it for you? Forget the journey. I'm just here for a paycheck. What faction even is this? I have less than I started.
Wait, what
with.
faction
I'm
is
just here
that?
for
Hold
a
on.
Paycheck.
Nah, that's not real. That is not in a mod pack. That he added that in. It's a different mod. There is no way. What the f? Pregnant Sonic reverse, I guess. That is Sonic, man. The Pregnant Sonic saga continues. I cannot escape Pregnant Sonic. Ugh.
I have less than I started with, and the only possession I ever had just got stolen by a telepathic hobbit. As I realized,
Telepathic hobbits. Is that a I don't remember those enemies. I think they were in Stalker 1 already though. That Sonic, listen, I don't know your furry Sonic lore, okay? Do not make me lower myself to your level. I am just kind of an observer. I'm on the outside, just like I'm not a real furry, okay? I just like the Instagram videos of people in fursuit, but I'm not a furry myself. I would never do that, okay? I am the same way with whatever your knowledge of the Sonic fan fiction lore, whatever going on here is, okay? It's a Christian reference. Never heard me wheeze before. I wheeze plenty. I can't breathe right. That is not a joke.
as I realize I've misclicked and accidentally eaten raw meat, I look at a photo of my boy wife. One last time. But it's not all bad. Each day brings a beautiful morning, and I've saved enough money to buy a new page.
Sake. Oh my god. Political streamer. Strikes again. I'm not. This is okay. Yes. Okay. Whatever. Whatever, man.
Strange. Feels a little heavy. Remember, every
Helldivers mentioned. Oh, Helldivers. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Liberty. Why is he playing? Why is he showing Helldivers gameplay now? I was looking for the difficulty of the mission is on. I cannot see it though.
thing you ever do online is recorded, even if you...
Okay, this is the sponsorship segment, boys. We did it. We made it to the sponsorship segment of the video. It is 1 minute, 2 seconds. It's almost 2 minutes into the video, which is very early, I think.
Think to delete it, it's all being saved for future opposition researchers for when you finally try to make something of your life. But between you and me, I know you would never say anything weird. However, we don't know.
Bro, like, my entire side hustle is saying weird shit. The only thing that I do on the stream, arguably, is saying weird shit. Like, yes, there is something going on in the background, whether that's a video or some gameplay or something else like that. There is something like that. But for the most part, it's just me running my mouth in ways that my parents wouldn't approve of.
I am omning it. I am omning it so good.
Was that an attempt at clapping? Huh?
What's considered too much by the people of tomorrow. Maybe our next generation of oligarchs made it big off a 6-7 rug pull. So now you're forced to live life in the shadow.
Wait, what the f is that?
Generation of oligarchs made it big off a 6-7 rug.
Mav 67 kid, a little update. Don't buy this is a crypto rug pull. How am I not? Why is this content not on my Twitter feed? This is the content that I need, goddammit.
Rug pull. So now you're forced to live life in the shadows, lest your new crypto overlords find one of your
New meme 65, 62, 56, 1.
myriad posts mocking them for falling for the most obvious rug pull since Hawk 2.
Hey, that's the same explosion that I use. It's the yeet explosion. Have you seen that explosion there? What's the command again? Yeet.
Kind of like Roko's Basilisk.
I need scissor 61. I've forgotten about that. That is real. That is true. I've forgotten all about that. Oh my god.
But if Roko was repeatedly dropped on their head as a baby, this future must not come to...
I understood that reference. Did you understand the reference? Did you understand it? Did you understand it? Should I explain the reference to you? Let's go back to the We Shop Music arc. No, it's like, so this guy, Osiris, this boss in Dark Souls 3, he's got like a child, an invisible child, dragon or a semi-dragon creature in his hands, and he literally just smacks it on the floor constantly, trying to hit you.
On their head as a baby. This future must not come to pass. Download ExpressVPN. Every online activity goes for your IP address, and every site is writing it down. One little number may not seem too compromising, but think about how many websites you give your personal information to. After all, you can't use Amazon without an address. All it takes is for one of these companies to sell your data.
What the f is this? Supermodelsandtrampolines.com. Okay, dude. Okay. Todd's web browser history.
And boom, all of your personal information and post history are now easily accessible in one massive database. ExpressVPN protects you by routing all of your online traffic through a secure encrypted tunnel. Whenever I want to post something that the enlightened thinkers of the future might take issue with, I just open the app, pick a country, and connect. Now, my burner accounts are truly anonymous, and thanks to ExpressVPN, I don't have to worry about getting put in a soul gem for posting Sam Altman as a rat trapped in a bubble. Find out how you can get 4 extra months free by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below, or by going to expressvpn.com/Seth. Stalker Anomaly is a standalone total conversion that merges the original 3 games. Stalker...
That's what I thought. It merges the original 3 games. Right. Which are... Call of Pripyat. I don't remember the next 2 games. I don't remember. Shadow something. I think it's another game before Stalker 2 as well. It's like Stalker 1-ish with all of the games. All roll into one. I want to play this as well. Shadows and Noble. Yes. And then there's something else. Clear Sky. That's it. I thought Clear Sky was the last one. I don't remember though. And then this the Stalker 2 as well, isn't there? I mean, I want to play this. I want to play this. This Stalker Gamma mega pack, whatever you call this. I want to play this on stream. I think it'd be kind of funny. Telepathic hobbits dying by eating some meat. It's like Oblivion except in Russia, or not Russia, almost Russia.
Gamma is more than 550.
What the fuck? What is this? Not organizer.
Configurable mods on top of Anomaly, and the best experience I've ever had. However, missing
Nice. That's not AI ass filter over CSGO gameplay. The f is this, man? Stalker Gamma launcher install an update, and he is killing. I want to say he's training. He's doing free training. He's training on a free world. This is a free account, you can tell, because the paid skills are not leveled. He's playing RuneScape on a free account, leveling magic. What a chat.
single step in the 3-hour installation botches
3-hour installation, nice.
the whole process and puts you right back to the beginning. In response, GOG developed a single-click installation that handles
GOG offices in Poland, nice. I know he's joking about this, but this is probably kind of accurate.
everything.
Like, how far away from reality is this? Like, I can imagine people at the GOG offices like doing shit like this once in a while. Not on the daily, but like, you know.
If you own a copy of Call of Pripyat, the Enhanced Edition, or Stalker 2 on GOG,
Good slop. I don't think I have this. I think I played the original. Because I remember I played this game like in 2011 or something, which I don't think is before the Enhanced Edition was released. And I played it. I didn't finish it, but I got pretty far in it. And I never played the Clear Sky or Shadow over Chernobyl, whatever it's called.
you can add Stalker Gamma to your library. I've put them on sale. If you're too late for the sale, buy a CD key. If you can't afford a CD key,
Come on, don't show that. This is actually the G2A website here. Oh my god. Don't do this. Do not do this. Don't do this. This is dodge. It's not a shit. Don't do this.
steal everything and install it manually. It's performance heavy, so while you're at it, find your nearest /r/PC Master Race meetup. Find out where they live and
Nice. This short master race in their hoodies. Yeah, I can see them. I can see them if I close my eyes. It's exposed in the world. I mean, it's just being honest. Also, this is just for entertainment purposes, obviously. You know, he is just joking. None of this is real. Obviously, of course.
problem at gunpoint. I recommend formatting the SSD immediately, as it most definitely contains lolicon.
Like RSPC found.
The zone has a mind of its own. Well,
It's like Oblivion. It is like Oblivion with guns in almost Russia. I told you. So cool.
everything works exactly as intended. Just don't alt-tab during a load screen or you lose audio.
Oh my god. What in the political streamer is this? Bro, I wanna remind you, I chose to react to this video. I chose to react to this video myself. OBS 31 1.2. Oh, it's an older version. You like to live dangerously, huh? Or not dangerously, I guess. Avatar in India. I don't think that's what the reference is for. I think it's a different situation. This is not India. No, it's not. It's not India. Should I use this as my own screensaver on stream? Is that a good idea? Should I do that? Should I do that? Should we do that?
And make sure you finish Lab X19 in one go, because that timer doesn't reset and you can accidentally softlock yourself. And if you spent the last hour searching for a story artifact that can't be found, that's because it's been thrown out of map bounds by a grav anomaly, and your only option is spawning it yourself using the debugging console.
Dude, this sounds like a game for me. I've done this kind of stuff in games. Like, I would do this all the time. This is a game for me. Like, absolutely, I would do this. Absolutely, I would do this. 100%, I have done this. Like, I have lived most of my adult and pre-adult teen life like this, modding games and like around in menus and spawning shit in. Like, this is my kind of vibes. This is my kind of vibes. I'm PC gaming master race all the way through. You know what I mean?
Despite all this is still self using the debugging
I thought my PC crashed. What the f?
console. Despite all this is
Nice. Crash to OBS. Alien Game Capture. Might and Magic 7 audio poggers. Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is like the classic, isn't it? It ruined your life. Good. There are worse ways to ruin your life, you know what I mean? There are worse ways to ruin your life, you know? You could, like, there's so many ways to ruin your life, and I think playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3, it's not the worst of them. In any way, like, in terms of your own experience, in terms of, well, mostly that, I guess. Then you got a job, yeah. You could play Fortnite, I mean... That's not even the... Listen, Fortnite is not even the game to hate anymore, especially since the Twitch corporate collaboration with Roblox. Now that's Roblox. Roblox is now the most hated game. Now that's the game to make fun of. That is the game where all the kids are growing up playing, okay? It's not Fortnite anymore. The kids, in air quotes, that used to play Fortnite and be obsessed with it, for the most part, are now young adults. And that is a scary thought in of itself. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the world moves on, okay? The zeitgeist moves on ever forward, and now kids are growing up playing Roblox. They were before as well, but now, more than ever, they are probably choosing Roblox over Fortnite.
surprisingly stable. Now let's get to the meat of it. You can start as any of the major factions. Would you like to be left alone as the whole map
So we got... Is that a global emote? Nice. I love Roblox! Corporate overloads. I love Roblox.
chimps out? Become a scientist. Would you like to do crime? Join the
Adidas.
bandits. Would you like to
Beans.
do organized crime? Join the government. But to experience the bandits. Would you like to do organized crime? Join the government.
Join the government. How do you find these gifts? Like, I'm always wondering, like, how do video editors always find all these gifts?
But to experience most of the story content, you'll want to stick to something neutral. For a second playthrough, just turn on Warfare and play whatever. Unless it's Renegade, which is a documented form of self-harm. The Zone exists to the present day, of 2018.
Chat, who is that? Who is that, chat? Who is that? Who is this? Tell me. Okay, I should have said only answer if you're not sure, because now you spoiled it. Now you spoiled it. Damn it. Political streamer, by the way.
The Brain Scorcher has been reactivated, and anyone getting too close is subjected to Blah-D music. Those who listen become mindless husks. Those who understand the lyrics join the ever-surging ranks of Monolith. The UN and NATO have cracked down on arms trafficking. A gun is worth as much as the rust that's on it. Nothing new is coming in, and everything already here is scrap metal. Welcome to Gamma's progression system. It's actually
I mean, I think that's also true of the original game. I don't remember how weapon acquisition worked in Stalker 1 originally, but that doesn't sound all that different from my experience. Like, I don't remember if guns are rare or anything like that. I think it was quite a deep game actually for the time, because you had all of these systems where you had to repair your gun and you could modify it. Like, I don't know. I have good memories of my playthrough of the first Stalker game. I bet in this mod though they've expanded that. They made it better or worse. Expanded it, okay? More. Not necessarily a good thing.
Very simple when you get down to it. None of your actions have any monetary value unless someone's paying.
Nice.
Luckily, there's a dynamic mission system, which ties
Look at what a droplets on the screen. That was so cool.
into a sophisticated sandbox simulation that results in complete chaos. Take a request to clear out mutants. Complete it automatically because the AI did it for you. Take a delivery. Fail because your client took a shotgun to the face. Click every job on the task board without looking and get very surprised as you hear the approaching rotors of a Ukrainian military. Situations
Dude, I want to play it so bad. That sounds so much fun.
arise, and coincidence stacks together to create interactions that are more ridiculous and bizarre than any scripted event.
Monolith.
Did you see that? That was crazy. He dropped a grenade as he was flying.
This is not an exaggeration. Anything can happen, and nothing is static. Anomalies move, radiation patches migrate, and factions go to war with one another, all in the course of a day. Act like a scumbag, and you'll end up in a body bag, as even your own faction would sooner kill a traitor than an enemy. Build a trustworthy reputation, and
Nice. That sounds so cool. Am I the only one watching this and saying this game sounds better than 90% of the live service game slop that Geoff is pushing out on Twitter these days? You know what I'm talking about, right? Live service game. Shut the f up. It does sound more stable and interesting than Starfield. It's honest. Can I be honest? Like, I still fail to understand what drove Bethesda to bet so much on Starfield. I don't understand it. Like, maybe it's a me problem, because I always thought that space was kind of boring. Like, I would always prefer a high fantasy setting to a realistic or like modern or sci-fi setting. In general, that varies. Like, I love the Mass Effect series, but it's not because of the sci-fi element. I want to say it's in spite of it. I love the Mass Effect series for its characters and the writing, and how much the characters contributed to the story, and the way that you interact with them, or at least the way that you feel you interact with them. Like, it's a series that has got problems, right? For sure. But like, oh, we're gonna make another space game RPG because nobody ever thought of that. It's never been explored before. Like, what the f are they thinking? This concept of post Chernobyl like exploration and like anomalies and like weird happening because of the radiation and stuff, is so much more compelling to me than anything Starfield ever purported to be. So much more. I wanted to do a better No Man's Sky. I think they wanted to do Oblivion or whatever, Skyrim, but in space, which is kind of what they delivered. But also, it was not that good. Universally, nobody liked Starfield. Universally disliked game, which is a kind of a rare achievement. Starborn, I don't know. But like, a concept like this is so much more compelling to me than here is a new 3v3, 5v5, 1v1 competitive sweaty shooter where you too can don a Snapchat filter and become the #1 streamer on Twitch. Whatever.
traders will offer better supplies and ammunition. And for the rest, you're on your own. Perform enough work, and your clients will ping the location of a rare stash. These contain a random set of tools. When everything is garbage, your only option is to fix it. Guns are a series of parts that can be field stripped, cleaned, and swapped out. Unless they're
Oh, I love that. I'm a loot goblin. Wanna gobble all the loot. No high guard then. Isn't that the game that came out recently that everybody hated? Because it got pushed by basically the biggest account in games news and marketing in existence, and people just weren't sure about it and had very little marketing aside from that. Like, literally, the conversation they had about Highguard was, oh, we are the devs, just gonna make the game. I spoke to Geoff on the phone, he really likes the game, he's gonna push it on Twitter. That's it, that's our marketing campaign. And in fairness, more power to them for doing that, but yeah, it got a lot of hate because it got a lot of views, it got a lot of eyes on. Like, imagine if Geoff did that with more games, more indie games especially, and got them more more attention, got them more eyes on. It's a opportunity cost type of thing, I guess. But okay, I'm talking about myself here. I am so much more interested in these kind of experiences than I am in sweaty like PvP shooter. Like I just don't care, man. I don't have the patience for them. I'm not attracted. I'm not interested. It does not arouse my curiosity at all. At all. Another live service PvP arena shooter game. Yeah, it's almost as if there was one game that came out 8 years ago that basically brought everybody's attention to the genre, and people have been trying to remake the same game since, except it takes time to develop games, and that is why it took them like 10 years to do it. You know? Wink wink, nudge nudge, Overwatch, Diva, hit or miss. I guess I never miss, huh? The finals. What is even that? I have no clue what that is. I vaguely remember that name being thrown around like ages ago as another one of these clones of Overwatch and shit. I don't know, man. Listen, it was. I would argue that Overwatch. Okay, Overwatch is as popular as it is because of the SFM content. Yes, the SFM content. But the thing about that is, if SFM had not come out in 2015 or 2016, whenever it was, around the time that Overwatch was experiencing a peak, we may not still have all of these shooters today. I have just realized that Highguard coming out and Marathon coming out and other games like that coming out all at around the same time, like even Concord coming out, it's all a consequence of Gaben releasing SFM. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Like, change my mind, change my view. I don't think you can. I would love to be wrong about this. I think I'm right. You can thank TF. Yeah, exactly. It's all thanks to TF2 as well. Because before there was Overwatch, there was TF2. And I remember seeing the trailers for Overwatch back in 2015 or whatever, and thinking, why would I play this instead of playing TF2? And I was right. The genetic code of TF2 runs all the way through the latest, greatest 3D works that you can see on various websites of various denominations nowadays, thanks to the progress made by SFM in 3D animation. And that's all I'll say about it. Imagine they make TF3, what, Highguard?
Completely trashed, in which case you need a full replacement. Lack of maintenance results in mechanical failure, while dirty, warped, or broken barrels turn bullets into glorified confetti. Equipment works a little differently. The condition in stats is the average durability of each component. Past a certain threshold, you can't repair directly, and the only way to restore them is by replacing the individual parts. But everything I've described requires the appropriate repair kit for that category or complexity of gear, which can only be made with the appropriate set of tools. This is how Gamma incentivizes the player to go north. To progress, we have to push deeper towards the heart of the zone, which is why I didn't get expert tools until 100 hours in, because I spent all my time building an incel bunker in the middle of Rostock.
Based incel bunker. Looks around at the femcel bunker.
Virtually every challenge I've ever faced is an opportunity to engineer a solution. For example, I have a natural propensity for hoarding, which is why I craft and equip the highest possible carry capacity and still get overloaded. But with the help of my trusty chemistry set, I can take a bump of cocaine off my knife and sprint at 200 beats per minute for the next few hours.
Eating peanuts.
This works up an appetite, so I hotkey a bag of peanuts for consumption on the go. This is truly the most immersive experience. I tune up a G36, only to realize that every trader willing to sell to me is from a Warsaw Pact, so they don't carry 556 NATO. Not a problem. As long as I have the appropriate casing, propellant, and projectile, I can handload it myself. But
the levels of autism in all the systems he's describing that make me honestly kind of interested in any male that is into this game to begin with. Oh, give me that. Give me some of that. Want that autism, not the League of Legends autism, not the Highguard autism, not the Overwatch autism. Maybe maybe there is some overlap between all of these, but like that's what I'm interested in. Okay.
Bullets are expensive, so I disguise myself as a hoodlum, build a 3x3 box fort to encase my body, and as one of them passes by, I deconstruct it and stab them in the face.
Why did you build a Minecraft madhouse to do that? Seems cool.
Gamma, you die quickly, and you die a lot. single dog bite.
I want to see that again. Was just minding his business in the menu like 5 seconds earlier.
A single dog bite is a third of your health bar. If you don't have a bandage or anticoagulants, it'll quickly drop to 0. The camp isn't far, but your leg is completely raw, and running will only cause more fractures. So your best option is to reflect on your mistakes. Limbs take damage, so your best option is to reflect on your mistakes. Limbs take damage based on the location of the impact, with a multitude of fun and engaging disabilities. Treatment is a 2-step process. We administer first aid to temporarily stop the symptoms, and to make the results permanent, we inject fentanyl. The success or failure of my expedition is decided entirely by the raw quantity of fent needles inside my inventory. But sometimes...
Dude, this game is so cool. Okay, this game was released this mod pack was released November 2025. Name me one game that reaches this level of coolness that's released between November 2025 and February 26. I don't think you can. It's not High Guard. Spoilers, it's not High Guard. What else has been released in the meantime? All this year? Yeah, like between November 2025 and February 2026.
You can't outsmart the zone. If the sirens start blaring and comms suddenly go down, hide. Emissions and psi storms are the zone's reminder. We don't belong here. However, right after a blowout is the best time to hunt for artifacts, as anomaly fields soak the energy and result in their formation. Artifacts in Stalker are a bunch of passive stats. Artifacts in Gamma let you kick pseudo-giants to death and turn the game into Dark Messiah. Reverse your vector.
Dark Messiah, another Giga Chat video game. I want to play Dark Messiah on stream as well. That game is so cool. Honestly, this at least once a month I will mention Dark Messiah and how much I like that game and how cool that game is. I remember playing the demo over and over again for ages. I would just do I would save just before the big combat arenas and then reload the save, like clear them and reload the save over and over again to like clear them in a different way every time. It's so much fun, the gameplay in the game, man. Oh, ugh.
Of approaching projectiles. Solo the entire late game with a fire axe. Reward your accuracy by accelerating each bullet faster than the last, until you accidentally miss, in which case your head explodes. Or sign a pact with a zone, which is completely irreversible, forcing you to feed it until there's nothing left to give, except yourself.
That's so cool. Oh my god.
I wouldn't worry about that, because it's time for another sacrifice. Remember, the clock is ticking. Artifacts are now amazing.
What does it say there? Oh my god, wait.
Because it's time for another sacrifice. Remember,
Lucifer cannot be disposed by any means. Well, that's the artifact. Perk, the Lucifer effect. This game is so self-coded. I think it is. I think so. This is the kind of these are the kind of games that I grew up playing on PC, and the kind of games that I will always return to. If they stop making games like this, I would just stay in the past and play them over and over again on whatever system that can run them I can get my hands on in the future where we don't have any GPUs because of AI.
the clock is ticking. Artifacts are now amazing possibilities that end in death or glory. The same is true of anomalies. The base game could be described as a cluster of fart clouds, causing the infliction of incredible gassy, and your subsequent demise. Compare this to a single anomaly in Gamma, which I can use to escape pursuing enemies, by temporarily pausing my existence. And
that's so cool. That is it's like he doesn't stop being cool. It keeps on giving. Oh my god. I should play this like right now.
causing a time dilation several hours into the future. And unlike the sequel, mutants actually have value. Oh, succulent cooked dog. Delicious.
Do I need to cut this from the YouTube VOD?
washed down with mineral spring, watered with blood of dragon, and herbal remedy infused with urine of incel virgin boy. That is, until you figure out all your needs can be met by copious amounts of Monster Energy Zero Ultra. And
I was not planning this. I was not planning this. Not sponsored, by the way. Hey, gamer sub rep that is totally watching the stream right now. You're missing out here, okay? Give me that sponsorship. Give me it. I am ready. Or the partnership, whatever.
from there, you'll never have to sleep again. Look, I'm not gonna explain why a fraction.
Bro, this is too accurate. This is too accurate. I'm getting scared. This is too accurate. This is way too accurate. I spent the last 2 nights not sleeping. This is my last stream because I drank too much Monster Energy.
Body contains marijuana. If you're going to take issue with a realism, explain female stalkers. Strugatsky state.
Cheese.
Nice. Dude, this video is before the second wave of controversy around female custodies in 40k, in Warhammer 40k. By the way, I love this channel. Like, I love it so much.
Clearly in
I am so happy that I get to share this channel with you guys.
lore, there's no women in the zone because their menstrual cycles would sync up and wreak havoc in the sewer system. You can tell Gamma's priorities by the fact that there's an entire keyboard dedicated to switching between the side rail and the iron sights, configuring your red dot, turning on the infrared camera, switching the fire select, clearing a jam, relaxing your stance to show non-aggression, putting on your gen-free night vision, configuring its sensitivity, and rotating your neck without moving.
They don't make games like this one anymore. I remember the times when you would play like Ultima 7 or whatever, and you'd have a different key on your keyboard per action you can do in the game. Or you wanna sail a boat, there is a button for that. You wanna like anchor the boat, there is a different button for that that doesn't get used for anything else in the game. And those are just the boat controls. You think like your movement keys are gonna work in your boat? No, they don't.
This is tactical gun autism, because there's more than 100 fully accurate reproductions from World War II to the modern era, to which you can attach real-world scopes, suppressors, and underbarrel launchers. And it doesn't stop there, because I didn't include tactical conversions that fundamentally modify the entire frame. This is the whole point of Gamma, paying 200,000 rubles for a smuggled Raytheon thermal scope, so I can 10x zoom on a toilet in pitch darkness and appreciate the individual skid marks left behind. At night, the humble duende comes out to forage. As they are small and unbaptized, a single bullet sends him straight to hell,
Oh my god.
where he belongs. I played with the default configurations, and I was just fine. Granted, I ran out of matches at the start, and I couldn't save. But if you can't stay alive for even 3 minutes since your last quick save, maybe you shouldn't be here. PC gamers be like, quick save, quick load, when dad starts beating mom. Maybe this time she can survive the encounter, as she dodge rolls his belt pattern. But unlike Mother, we don't have to play victim. If you wanted to quick save normally, just open.
What the f did you just say, man? What was that section just now? Is he explaining how you don't have to use the quick save system or something?
Mod Organizer, and untick the plugin. If you want to tweak any of the individual settings, you can change many of them in the mod configuration menu. After all, it's your experience, and there's no one to criticize you. I know this too well. Over 10 years ago, I was playing a roguelike on a train, and of all the worst things to
What is going on in this train scene? So this is the Half-Life 2 train at the very start. He's got a laptop like asset here. I don't want to comment on this. Male pregnancy. I don't think I played this game. I thought I played this game because it looked like, I forget the title of it, but I played the roguelikes that look exactly like this, you know? I believe that I've had this exact experience pretty close in an Italian train circa 20 to 25 years ago. Playing some task like computer game on my laptop while there's a pregnant man in the corner, like pretty much.
happen. A Polish man caught me save scumming by deleting the folder and restoring a backup, and he simply shook his head in disappointment. This caused untold generational trauma, for which I am still seeking reparations. I've come a long way from stale bread.
Beans!
Beans. Beans.
And canned tomatoes.
Beans.
So like, those commands fire so often in the channel
Cheese.
that I've memorized the breathing patterns of James May.
The sausage.
Before he says the thing, I always know what he's gonna say.
Spam.
I am still seeking reparations. I've come.
Tomato. What is that? Tomato soup.
The worst part about, okay, you don't understand that I'm gonna have to tell the video editor what points to cut in the VOD. And the problem is, if I don't do it myself, it makes, like, using commands and delaying the runtime of the video makes the overall react longer, even with the footage that gets discarded at the end.
2 hours later.
Anytime you use a command that disrupts everything and I have to pause and I have to tell the editor to cut it, it costs me more money. It's costing money. Oh, and now you've done it. Now you pissed me off. Now you pissed me right off. Now you've done it. Now you pissed me right off. It costs more money! Ah! You have made a mistake, Liberal! So I need to stop saying that. You made a mistake! You have summoned the chibi with a gun. Goodbye. Let's continue the video. Let's continue the video!
Restoring a backup, and he simply shook his head in disappointment. This caused untold generational trauma, for which I am still seeking reparations. I've come a long way from stale bread and canned tomatoes. Now I roll with my squad, as they glitch out and fail to correctly execute a bandit.
This game looks awesome!
Andre, take 5 and watch me hit this dart. We can use your Save-A helmet as a bong to recirculate the THC. In summary, I love Gamma and I thoroughly recommend it. I no longer care for my responsibilities. It's consumed my life, and all I want to do is hunt artifacts for below minimum wage. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. Merry Christmas.
Удачной охоты, Stalker.
You need to check out this channel later. It's so good, man. It is so good. I'm telling you, you really should. You really, really should.